Hey Cancer, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a general reading for February 21st through the 23rd. Any information you need, you can find it in the description box down below, Cancer. I do have personals open right now. It is a same-day reading. Now, typically the same-day reads are in email format because they're just too many pile up to get out on time. So I've done something a little differently this time, so that way I can do the video format that people have been asking me for the same day special. So it is a 3-question video reading. It's $33.33. You get it within 24 hours, obviously, but the thing that I've done differently here is that it closes today. The same day that I'm opening it, it's going to close, okay? So tonight, Thursday, February 20th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So everything's going to be in the description if you're interested there, Cancerian. But we're going to go ahead and begin here for you and see what we've got. What do we have for Cancer? Okay, 21st could be a time of reflection, all right? Where, like, you could be thinking about somebody or somebody's thinking about you. I feel like you are feeling a little bit of like a mental connection with someone, maybe like a little bit of like telepathy. You're like, why am I thinking of them? Could be a Virgo, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe you have some Virgo in your chart here, but it could also be a time at work where for some of you, a lot of people might not be there. There's something about that here, like maybe it's feeling lonely. The vibe is feeling a little bit different in the workspace here. You got the World showing up. Okay, Saturn card. You know, when it comes to Saturday's energy here, I do wonder if there could be a little bit of restriction or delay with something here, like closing something out. You might be a little bit frustrated, like maybe you go to do something and they're closed because it's Saturday. Could be something like that. Maybe call ahead and maybe you could avoid that here, or check online. Maybe they've got hours online. Anyway, the World typically represents something bigger than that, and I do feel like there's a bigger picture here that I'll get to, but you know, when I'm going over the bigger picture stuff, sometimes it's hard to go back into the energy of the smaller stuff. So anyhow, that's why I'm doing the smaller stuff first. But yeah, I do think that for some of you there could be some like slight delays on Saturday with something, like finishing something up here. Oh, the Sun is showing up for Sunday. There you go. When it comes to the Sun, that's literally the happiest card in the deck. And you have all major arcana here, but that's literally the happiest card in the deck. It's high vibrations, it's joy, it's new beginnings. Some of you could have some Leo in your chart or be connected with a Leo. You got fixed energy with the World, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo, okay? 6 of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. This is victory, high honor, recognition, achievement, success. So I feel like some happy things are going on here for you, but it seems like there's this period of reflection and, you know, maybe a little bit of a feeling of failure before it gets there. But, you know, Sunday's energy, I do feel some of you could be spending time with family or friends, you know, just having a good time, possibly celebrating something here. What all do we have for Cancerian for the 21st through the 23rd? Two more major arcana. Something's getting a little bit uncomfortable here, or it has been uncomfortable for quite some time. You've got the Moon showing up, okay? The Moon can be a card of hidden things, emotions, instinct, intuition, you know, things that are kind of below the surface, the subconscious. I feel like for some of you, you could be trying to push through something that's been bothering you. 5 of Swords is right here. It can be a card of mental conflict, right? You do have the Devil showing up right here. I feel like it's only... you know, I feel like this is altering things below the surface and you may not realize it. Trying to push something down and pretend that it's, you know, that it didn't affect you. And I'm not saying, here, Cancerian, I want to just put this out there right now. Like that past person who cheated or who did whatever they did, ghosted you, whatever. I'm not saying you have to go and talk to this person. I'm not suggesting it or anything of that nature. But what I am saying is that, like, reflecting and acknowledging that, oh yeah, that did hurt, rather than being in an energy of like, no, that just made me really mad, right? I think for some people, you know, kind of converting that sadness to anger, it feels a little easier for whatever reason. But you know, I think that for some of you, maybe there's a need to reflect and understand that, like, yeah, that did affect me in a big way, right? Some of you, it did, like, you know, your pride kind of took a hit when whatever happened. You know, the red infinity symbol on the wreath there might even say that for some of you, this changed the course of your path forever. This changed the way that you show up in relationships, or if you show up in relationships at all. Some of you could be avoiding relationships because of whatever this was here. So, yeah, and this isn't going to be for all of you, but I do think that for some of you, there is a need to acknowledge that something did affect you. It's like you got to go there to come back. You know what I mean? You gotta go through it to get through it, right? That's that phrase, you know, but it is true. You gotta go there to come back. You got to experience that in order to have this new beginning that's up ahead for you. So I do think there is a need to acknowledge those emotions here. Some of you, maybe you are comfortable with a conversation. Maybe you do want to have that over the weekend sometime. Or maybe somebody reaches out and you realize that you never did really process this, you know, in the way that you should have, or in the way that would have been the healthiest for you, right? So I do think that between the 21st and the 23rd, there could be a time of processing things so you can like push through it and actually come out on the other side and not suppress things and avoid new relationships, new friendships, whatever the case may be. I feel like there's a lot of reflection happening, okay? Moving on, I do think that there is some kind of phone call coming in that's going to make you really happy. I feel like you're going to be celebrating something here. It seems like there has been some restriction that's like going to be letting up, or there's been something that's up in the air here, Cancerian. You've not gotten an answer. I feel like you're going to get an answer. It could be about a job for some of you, or some sort of paperwork that needs signed and it's now signed, but I feel like you are happy about something here over the weekend. It's not all doom and gloom and reflection and that hurt and I'm going to wallow in it. It's not all that, okay? It's very much a good healthy mixture, you know, good healthy realistic mixture, right? So that's what I'm seeing here for you, Cancerian. Some of you may have a Capricorn or a Pisces or a Leo reach out to you over the weekend here. I feel like somebody's wanting to do something with you, meet up with you here, but that's what I got for you, Cancer. You're more than welcome to watch out for your other signs. I read for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I also have that deal going on for personals. It's a same day special. It is a 3-question video reading. It's $33.33. You get it within 24 hours, but this does close out tonight, February 20th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. So everything's down there if you're interested, but if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and hopefully I will see you next time.